Coming up in this episode of Paisa Vasool.
The movie is like someone dropped acid and then directed a movie. Like, literally, that's what it is.
It's pretty
There's just weird shit in it.
They just want to make sure that you know that he's in this movie. So I think there's a lot of references to that. But
Yeah.
I heard that he didn't want to be called that anymore.
Man, I've never seen a movie with this much build up for a character for no apparent reason.
It's like 99% fan service.
Like this
emotional.
whole movie's been so silly, and you're trying to have an emotional moment now.
Yeah.
The chase scene, that is what I'm like, the director's on something.
Did they get permission to use?
I don't think. I highly doubt that. They call him John Wick.
Yeah.
Are they going to get sued for this? The amount he gets talked up in this movie is insane.
Yeah.
Like, if you think in Tala Prabhas gets talked up a lot, this is next level.
This is like...
Yeah. I'm not sure if they voted for this as a joke for us to go watch it and like be like, oh, this is bad, or if people just thought we would like it.
We haven't seen anything like this. Hi, hello, and welcome to Paisa Vasool. As always, I'm your host, Shravan. We got Taran here with us.
Hello.
And we are going to talk about the much anticipated and asked for.
Everyone wanted us to watch this for some reason.
We put out a poll. There was it 4 films that came out during last weekend? We had about 125 votes, I think, in the end, which is not a small number. 90% of them voted for Good, Bad, Ugly. You guys really want us to watch this movie, and I guess you wanted to watch it anyway because you're a diehard Ajith Kumar fan. So here we are. A bit of background about the movie before we get into it. So it's directed by Adhik Ravichandran, who previously directed a film
brother of Anirudh Ravichandran.
I actually looked that up. I'm pretty sure he isn't.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
He's not. Because, well, if he was, wouldn't he
Wouldn't his brother do the music for the movie?
Yeah. So the music's by G.V. Prakash Kumar for this one. Previously, he directed Mark Antony. Apparently, it was all right. He also made a movie called Trisha, Ilyana, Nainatara.
Oh, does it have all three of them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That was his first film. It's got G.V. Prakash as the hero in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously starring Ajith Kumar, along with Trisha as the female lead. Arjun Das is the villain. Sunil is in it for a bit.
With someone else dubbing for him.
Yeah.
Which is heavily distracting for someone that's heard his voice for a while.
Yeah. So for someone like us who's watched him for most of our life in Telugu and knowing his actual voice, it was like, this doesn't sound like him.
Every time he talks, it's so distracting.
Yeah. But I guess in Tamil, they probably know him with that voice. So
no, but in Jailer, he doesn't have that voice.
Oh, he doesn't. He has his own voice.
He has his own voice. I'm pretty sure.
Or maybe the voice they get is closer to his actual voice.
Yeah, 90% sure it's not this voice. It didn't take me out of Jailer as much as it took me out of this.
Yeah. Okay. The budget was 250 crore. Box office wise, so far it's done 190 crore. So reasonably successful, I guess, compared to Veera Muyarchi, I think wasn't very successful. But this seems to have done okay, at least in the first week. We can get into our thoughts on it. So walking out of the cinema, what did you think of, was it good, bad, or ugly?
It's definitely not good. Is it ugly? It's bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible though. It's not good though.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst movies I've seen. For this podcast, it's one of the worst ones we've seen. The movie is like someone dropped acid and then directed a movie. Like, literally, that's what it is.
It's pretty.
There's just weird shit in it.
I don't know. Like, it's hard to assess it because there are parts of it that seem like sincere, but then there's parts of it that are just crazy. Like, there's just random stuff happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
Some parts the director was on drugs and some parts he wasn't. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
And the amount of, like, do you know how people complain with some movies how there's too many build-up scenes and there's too much, like, intro music and build-up? This movie has the most I've ever seen because literally every time Ajith Kumar comes on screen, it's a slow motion pan shot with music playing, slow motion him walking with like a bunch of people. I thought it would be. He had like 4 introduction scenes in this movie.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they keep reminding you that Ajith is in this movie.
Yeah,
because
because
like
we know he's in it. Yeah,
so at the start of the movie they have like a title, like it says Ajith Kumar.
Yeah.
And then he has like a sort of introduction, but they don't show
they
his
don't show his face, but you can see it's him.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
obviously him. And then they finally do show him.
And then they have another like thing that comes up
with Ajith Kumar. And then at the end of the movie as well, it goes Ajith Kumar.
Yeah.
Like right at the end. So they just want to make sure that you know that he's in this movie.
The amount of introduction template scenes in this movie is wild.
Yeah.
Like they must have just recorded like 50 of them. And they're like, oh, these are all good. We need to put them in at some stage.
They're only going to use one of them, but they're like, you know what? We'll use all of them.
Every time he goes off screen and when he returns on screen, there's an introduction scene with like background music, slow motion walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always this shot where it's like the camera's at like his crotch height looking up at his head. That shot is in it like 50 times. Like it is so many times.
I mean, all this being said, I think if you're an Ajith fan, which, you know, I thought it would be right down your alley, but you probably enjoy it more. I think there's a lot of references that we probably just didn't get.
Yeah.
Like I think the
there
references
was. I saw like pictures of him in Billa, which I haven't seen, and like other movies that he's in.
Yeah.
And I think he says dialogues from other movies that he's done.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of reference, like it kind of gets lost in translation, but they used to call him Tala Ajith. And there's a lot of scenes where they're just talking about like they say Tala, and also when you translate it, it means head. So like in subtitles, they just keep saying, "Oh, we can't see your head," and like, "Where's your head?" and stuff like that. But I think they're just referencing Tala. Yeah. Like his actual introduction scene, they're kind of like they open a door, like the door opens up and like doesn't open past his face, and like
and he's like, "Where's Tala?"
It's like we can't see your we can't see your head, or like where's Tala? And then it opens and you see him, and then So I think there's a lot of references to that. But I thought he didn't. I heard that he didn't want to be called that anymore because they don't actually.
They don't say it in this thing. Yeah,
like they don't actually write it, but they just put it in the movie, I guess.
Man, I've never seen a movie with this much build up for a character for no apparent reason.
It's like 99% fan service.
Yeah, it's like there's never been a movie with this much fan service in it before.
Yeah.
It is wild how much build up there is.
So when you have this much fan service, the actual plot obviously
so nonsensical.
Yeah.
Because half the time the director's on drugs. So like whatever's happening.
Yeah. So anyway, we can talk about it more later, but I think the actual plot doesn't make sense, and probably didn't. Maybe that wasn't their intention. Like maybe it wasn't meant to be very logical. It was just meant to be like nonsense, essentially. But Arjun Das is the villain, and literally, there's no sense of danger at any point because the moment Arjun Das,
he's just silly.
Yeah. So like the character itself is pretty silly, and you never feel like Ajit's gonna lose. Like he's always got the upper hand. Like you know he's gonna do something. So
there's so many silly characters in this movie, just like way weird characters. What's that guy's name?
He's Jackie Shroff.
Jackie Shroff character.
Yeah.
He is the silliest guy. What does he say? He's like pump or something, and then they give him drugs. They give him like laughing gas.
Well, like they try to explain it. Apparently, the doctor said he needs to laugh an hour a day or something. So they've got like this laughing gas that he inhales every scene that he's in.
Every time he does it, he says pump or something. Did he say pump? He says something like that.
Yeah. I don't know what. So he, I mean, all the characters are kind of a bit
silly,
but there's a lot of actual characters, but none of them really matter. So the plot of this story, so this could actually be a serious movie. So when I explain this plot, it could actually be a serious movie. So it's about a gangster that goes to jail, and then he can't meet his son for basically the son's whole life, and he promises his son that he'll come out for his 18th birthday. He gets released from jail, but then when he gets released, his son gets kidnapped and framed into a drug/murder case, and his son goes to jail. And it's about how this former gangster has to become a gangster again to get his son out of jail. So that's the actual plot.
It's not serious at any point.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
They try and make it serious at the end for some reason though. And I'm like,
like
this
emotional.
whole movie's been so silly and you're trying to have an emotional moment now.
Yeah.
Literally had a scene just before where like 3 guys went to prison with AK tattoos. Just beating people up.
So yeah, I think if you have like an encyclopedic knowledge of Ajith's filmography, you might actually have a good time with this, because I'm pretty sure there was a lot. I think there was reference after reference that we just didn't get.
Yeah.
So I think you might enjoy it if you've watched sort of Ajith movies your whole life. But for someone that is just watching this from an outsider point of view, it just felt like what is going on most of the time. And it goes, I think the first half was reasonably like, it was still crazy, but I'm like, okay, it's kind of, there's still something happening here. The second half just goes off the rails.
Yeah. The second half has some weird scenes.
Yeah. So like there's this chase scene.
The chase scene, that is what I'm like, the director's on something. The director's on, because there's this guy in the truck in the chase sequence and he's just going wild. I don't know what's happening. Is he singing? I don't know, but
so I don't know what. So his son is getting taken away in this truck, and then Arjun Das is apparently going to go kill him, and then Ajith is chasing them as well, and then there's this other prisoner in the truck, and he just starts dancing and singing for no reason.
Yeah, that completely took me out of the movie. I'm like,
what is going on?
The director's on something.
Yeah,
he's on crack cocaine.
Yeah,
something is happening. Yeah.
So there are songs in the movie, like actual songs, but then there's a lot of background. I'm pretty sure
there's just like old Tamil songs.
Yeah,
like Arjun Das does like 4 dances to old Tamil songs at random points.
Yeah, and I looked them up and I'm like, oh, surely these are just
they're not Ajith songs.
They're Ajith, are they Ajith songs? And they're not Ajith songs.
They're not. They're just random songs.
Yeah. I mean, we can jump into spoilers. I mean, it's been a week or so since it's come out, but the son, Ajith's son, has a girlfriend, and they set it up that she dies, but she's not dead.
Yeah.
And like they say that in front of him, they shot her. And they never explain that ever again, because she's just alive in one of the scenes of the second half.
But she gets shot like pretty much 2 scenes after that anyway. Yeah.
And also that didn't make sense. So Arjun Das there's a dual role, so there's 2 of him. And apparently they make the world think that there's only one of them, because one of them goes to jail and the other one's not in jail. But there's a part where the girlfriend characters, they're all hanging off a cliff. The one holding on to her is not the one that's in love with her.
Yeah.
But he asked the guy that's holding on to him to kill her.
Yeah.
And the guy holding on to him is the one that's in love with her.
Yeah.
I'm like, what, can't you just let go of her?
He said that if he lets go of her, that guy will never forgive him, so he has to kill her.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. Nothing.
I mean, she's gonna die anyway, and no one is there to even see what's happening.
Yeah.
And then the guy himself says that he cares more about getting revenge than.
But I think that guy didn't want to kill him because his brother would hate him then.
Anyway, you're not meant to look for logics in this movie, obviously. Like,
but Arjun Das dances to so many songs in this movie.
He gets introduced with a song.
Yeah. In the final fight scene, there's a song.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And like, it's pretty absurd. Like, he's fighting with like headphones on. And then the headphones like fly off him and they land on Ajith.
And then it plays a Bedlam song.
And then he changes the track so it plays that
plays an Ajith song.
That's an Ajith song.
Yeah.
It's quite stark contrast to what the other
was. Yeah.
The other movie we just reviewed with Ajith, Vida Miyachi, which is actually quite grounded compared to what this is. So this is a very, very different movie to that.
I probably wasn't ready for it to be that ridiculous and like that much fan service. There's a part where he meets John Wick.
Yeah, so they also have this AI. I'm pretty sure it's AI, or it's animated. I don't know if it's AI, but
he meets John Wick. He meets the professor from Money Heist.
Yes. So that's who the other one was. Well, because he goes to, was that in Spain? Because they say like he goes to Korea.
Meets the professor in jail.
In jail. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he goes to Korea first.
And he meets Dong Lee. Yeah.
They call him something else.
They call him Wong Lee. Wong Lee, I think.
Wong Lee? Oh, yeah. So it's Don Lee because it looks like him.
Yeah.
Then he meets John Wick.
Yeah.
And then he meets
The
that
professor.
Guy. Yeah. Did they get permission to use?
I don't think. I highly doubt that. They call him John Wick.
Yeah.
Are they going to get sued for this?
But it obviously, like it's
obviously, it looks like Keanu Reeves.
It's obviously Keanu Reeves. So so they set up like a backstory about him being a gangster.
Do you know what I think this movie is? Do you know that movie that's coming out with Pavan Kalyan called The OG? I think that's going to be this movie except serious.
Yeah. But some positives. I still do appreciate that Ajith still plays characters his age because they could have easily made him like a younger character, but they do make him an older character, and there's no like romantic track or anything like that. And I guess the background score is
a bit drug-like as well.
Yeah,
like it's
I think they all just
everyone was high during this. Yeah,
there's other cameos, so there's animation cameos, but then was that Simran?
Simran was in it.
Yeah.
That guy that's in every movie's in it. What's that guy's name? We've seen him in so many movies these days. Shine.
Oh, that guy.
Shine something.
That guy's in it for like a scene.
Yeah.
He's not playing a police officer though in this one. He's playing a gangster.
Yogi Babu was in it.
I did also like it that the gangsters all have a WhatsApp group.
Yeah, but they all left it now, so they need to make a new
they
one.
Like post a picture of Ajith and they're like, "Oh, we're all out of here."
Yeah.
So like, how does everyone in the gangster world knows Ajith
except this guy,
except Arjun Das?
Yeah.
Like, how do they not know him?
Arjun Das's performance was
very over the top, but I think that's what they wanted.
That's what they wanted, especially one of them, because there's two brothers. One of them's crazy.
It was so absurd and chaotic that you can't. It's not like you get bored. I think it's not boring.
There's so many colors and like explosions, and something's always happening.
Yeah. So the pacing is also weird because there's some scenes where they seem to go on forever and like nothing's really happening. So there's like a pre-interval scene where Ajith's talking to Arjun Das on video chat. And even in that scene, like there's like multiple revelations. They're like, oh, there's two of them. Like it's revealed in like he figures it out in that scene when he meets him for the first time. And then there's another scene where he basically gets released from jail and he's like, I'm not going to be a gangster anymore. And he like walks down Mumbai and he gets all the gangsters and he's like, yeah, I'm not doing this stuff anymore. And then he gets a call from his wife that his son's kidnapped and he's like, I guess I'm a gangster again. Like in the same scene.
Yeah. Yeah. That scene was really weird as well. That scene where he beats everyone up. Because why is everyone else beating each other up in the background?
Yeah, because it's just him and
I thought it was him against everyone. Why are the guys in the background beating each other up?
No idea. Yeah. And it turns out it wasn't any of them anyway.
Yeah. I thought they were all meant to be beating him up.
Yeah.
But in the background, everyone's scuffling with each other. Yeah.
Yeah. No idea. And like that fight scene was actually for nothing because it was for
it means it
was none of them. So and the action sequences were kind of
it's all hype. It's just hype going into the action scene, but like
the actual action wasn't that great. I thought the action in Video Muyachi was probably better choreographed. This was kind of
I think this movie could have been an hour and a half long if they cut out some of the hype scenes.
Yeah. Easily.
Because there's one every 5 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah, like every scene he's in. There's hype.
Yeah.
So someone's just talking him up or like there's something happening.
Yeah. The amount he gets talked up in this movie is insane.
Yeah.
Like if you think in Tala Prabhas gets talked up a lot, this is next level.
This is like I think this is more than any movie ever.
I've never seen a movie where the guy gets talked up.
There's like KGF and Salar and stuff like that.
Yeah, KGF 2, he gets talked up a lot as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype there.
But this is more.
We haven't seen anything like this.
Whether good or bad.
Yeah. So like
they also have some weird animations at random points.
Yeah.
At the start it says he's good. And then
so like they kind of justify the title, I guess. They're like he goes into jail and is like he's going to be good now.
Yeah.
But then when he decides to become a gangster again, it's like bad.
But then you forget about it for like an hour and a half.
But then at the end, they're like, "Oh, remember that thing with
it's coming back. It's ugly now."
Such a weird movie.
It's really weird. It's one of the weirder movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, but the audience we watched it with, and we're watching it second week, so it's not the opening. I think maybe if we went like opening night, I don't know how this would have been if it was all fans. Pretty sure the theater we were in though, they seemed to be having a good. There was someone that was clapping quite a bit.
I think she was just like an Ajith fan. Like I think she like grew up with Ajith or something. She was like a mum, and she had like a 10-year-old kid next to her.
Yeah,
and the kid and her just kept clapping.
Yeah, so the demographic, it was weird because the demographic in our like the audience was like
families.
It was like slightly older families as well. Like some people with like kids, and then there was like grandpas and grandmas and stuff as well. And they seemed to be having a good time. It didn't seem like they were having a bad time because they all stayed till like the end of the end credits. So
I think I probably had the worst time out of anyone in that theater. I didn't like it. I just thought it was way too much hype for no payoff.
Yeah. I think if they had a little bit more like tension, I think that's what lacked. Like it just, you knew he was going to win. Like there was no.
There was never any.
He never loses a fight. Yeah. He never even gets like wounded or like hurt. He's like literally he wins every fight he's in, and you know he's gonna figure out Arjun Das's plan anyway because he figures out like in the first scene that he meets him like that there's another version of him.
Yeah.
And there's also this part where they're like there's an AI call to him and he figures it out that it's not his wife.
Just immediately figures it out. Yeah. He's kind of like the Mary Sue character.
Yeah, like he just knows everything.
He's the best at everything and he knows everything and he's like unbeatable.
Yeah. Let us know what you think because obviously you guys wanted us to watch this real bad.
I'm wondering. I didn't look at any reviews before I went in. Is this reviewed highly?
Yeah, some people like it. So I think from a Tamil audience perspective, I think it's mostly reviewed well. Yeah. Like reasonably well. I haven't seen many reviews from I haven't seen that many reviews in general, but I haven't seen that many reviews from outside the Tamil industry. So I don't know. Yeah. But I think of the movies that did release, it probably is the best one.
Because the other ones are bad.
Yeah.
Although they said they're going to do a Jat 2.
Oh, Jat 2?
Yeah. I don't know if people like that movie. I haven't heard anything.
I think that movie's also done reasonably well. So the producers of this also produced that.
Yeah.
So my three movie makers.
What was the fourth movie? Was there a fourth movie?
There was a movie called Bazooka starring Mammootty in Malayalam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Haven't heard much from it, but it actually got more votes than... I'll have to check what the final polling was, but it's 90%.
This was like... Yeah.
It was like 90% this, and then I think second was Jack, and then the other two had like 1% each. So
I'm not sure if they voted for this as a joke for us to go watch it and like be like, oh, this is bad, or if people just thought we would like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like seriously, let us know.
Yeah.
if you're just like a prank on us or like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it a prank? I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if people like this movie though. Like, yeah.
People
I know if
like
Chiranjeevi did a movie like this, maybe we would like it.
Yeah. It's like I think if Pawan Kalyan did a movie like this, because like we've watched most of Pawan Kalyan's movies.
Yeah.
If he did a movie like this, we'd probably like it. Or we'd
probably like it more.
We wouldn't hate it. Yeah,
we'd like it more than this. I don't know if we would like it.
Yeah.
Because it's still crazy. It's yeah. I don't think it's any better made than like Robin Hood is. Like it's probably the plot is as strong as Robin Hood's plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the difference, I mean, I think Ajith still does carry it in some way. Like he does have some like presence and he kind of makes things work, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ajith's definitely better than Nitin. But yeah, it was something.
I looked up what Ajith is doing next. I nothing announced. So
Maybe he just got paid a lot for these last two, so he could just
Yeah.
not do movies for a bit. Because I don't think he really likes doing movies.
it doesn't look like it. Like
Yeah.
they had like behind the scenes footage at the end of the movie.
It seemed like it was having a good time.
Yeah, but they could have all been on drugs or
Yeah.
something, like we said. But obviously in all of his movies, I think he asked for like there has to be a scene where he drives a car or like
Yeah,
does some
because
stunts with a
has
car.
to do car stuff.
Yeah. So there's car stuff in this. Obviously, the Vida Mioci's all in a car pretty much. I noticed that even like there's a scene where him and Sunil is like his assistant.
But
so
he's always right.
he's always the one driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know what he's doing next, or if he's just done, or is he just gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be the kind of guy that would just be done. Like he would just do a movie and just not do another one and not tell anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It won't be like Vijay with the big, like, this is going to be the final movie. Like, this is the final one before I do my politics. He'll just go.
No announcement. He's just done. Yeah.
Honestly, this would be a good final movie just because it's like, it's all hype.
It's like 100% fan service.
Yeah.
So like, if you're going to end on
if you're going to end on something, this is probably the one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because like Ajith and Vijay are meant to be like the big stars, and
they're so polar opposites. Like
they're
Vijay's
quite different.
Like,
yeah,
Vijay's all like big fan service. But I don't know if Ajith does lots of fan service for his other movies, but Vijay's movies are like more fan service. He's always talking about like politics in his movies.
There's always like a social.
There's a social aspect to it.
I feel like. Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen that many Ajith movies, so I don't know how his other ones are, but it feels like his movies are just...
Ajith just does movies for movies, I think, just like for fun,
Yeah, just for money, I guess. So next, I think it will be Hit 3.
3, yeah.
Our next new release will probably be Hit 3. The trailer just came out for that. I don't know what to think of it, really. I don't know if it's going to be my kind of movie, but...
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I like the trailer for Hit 2 a lot, and I like the trailer for Hit 1 a lot. I didn't like this trailer. It doesn't seem like a Hit movie. It seems like I don't know, some weird shit.
Yeah. Not like this movie, but in another way.
In another way, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. There's actually a couple of movies releasing that day. We'll definitely watch Hit 3, but...
Thunderbolts is releasing, I think.
Thunderbolts and Retro as well with Suri.
Yeah.
Yeah, which could actually be good.
We could put up the poll again, but I think we'll probably end up watching Hit 3.
Well, we'll definitely be watching Thunderbolts.
We'll definitely watching Thunderbolts, and we'll definitely
probably end up watching Hit 3. So,
but if you guys really want to do another joke on us and make us watch a retro, then let us know.
Apparently, Hara Veera Mallu was meant to come out in May. I don't think it's coming out.
Okay, once again,
I'm questioning whether it will ever come out at this stage now, but yeah. Same with OG. I'm questioning whether it will actually ever come out.
Yeah. People are angry at Pavan Kalyan.
Yeah.
Because, for the director, because that director's only done 2 movies ever and he's been working on this movie for 4 years or something.
Yeah.
And Pavan Kalyan's just not giving him the dates to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's going to make a movie with Nani after this.
Yeah. But he wants to finish this.
Yeah. I guess Nani's got others.
If that movie ever comes out, I reckon it's going to be exactly like this movie.
Except more serious. I think it'll be more serious.
Yeah.
Like Saho wasn't.
It's not super serious, but it will be more serious than this. This is the most like comical take on a movie. Yeah.
Yeah. But it will be fan service.
100% will be.
Yeah.
It might. Hopefully not as much fan service as this. I can't do this much fan service. It's too much. There's a limit to how much fan service you can do.
Cool. Okay. Let us know your thoughts on Good, Bad, Ugly. Like, seriously, let us know if you...
Yeah. I reckon people are probably going to hate us now. We'll have hate from both Vijay and Ajith. So we'll have no intersection. Hate from everyone. It'll be good. Yeah.
Cool. If people want to touch with us, how do they go about it?
So we're on all social media platforms at Paisa Vasool, or you can email us at cognitiverecalibrationpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Instagram. We have quite a few more followers on YouTube than then on Instagram. So do follow us on that to keep track of stories and things like that we're doing. And I guess we'll see you in the next one.